In 2015, my wife committed suicide. My wife killed herself. In 2017, my dad committed suicide. He killed himself. I've lost a wife and a father to suicide. In 2018, I attempted suicide. And this is 5 life lessons that I learned when it came to what I've experienced losing others to suicide, almost losing myself to suicide. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Love to have you along for the journey. My name is Eric. I am diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, GAD, MDD. Those are my official diagnoses. I have level 1 autism. I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict, lost a wife and a father to suicide, attempted myself. I have self-harmed, and I've been through a lot, and I enjoy sharing just to remind you that, you know what you're going through, you're not alone. 5 things I learned losing others to suicide, losing family to suicide, and almost losing myself to suicide. First, happiness is worked for. You work to be happy. Happiness isn't given, and I think I've always mistaken that in my brain, that I should just be happy, that I should be grateful for everything around, that I should just be happy. And you know what? Happiness is work, and it's work every single day. And how I figured that out and found that out was my happiness is through goals and passions, through enjoying life and the means that I want to enjoy it, finding what's important to me and going after that, having almost a purpose to life. Because one of the struggles I've always had, even when it came to depression, is depression and anxiety. Everything was always at its worst when I had no hope in life. I had an emptiness feeling in life because there was no passions. There was nothing that excited me with life. And that excitement is different for all of us. And it's almost that journey of finding what excites you, what makes you happy, and you finding it out. And that's part of the fun. And once you find it, focusing and spending time on that and developing it and nurturing it and helping it grow. And happiness will change through life of what is happiness to you. Where does that happiness come from? Is it in a career? Is it in just a hobby? Where is it at? And spending time on that every single day and working it into your life like you do work, like you do family. Because your happiness is your happiness, and that is important. And it isn't going to just wake up one day and just be happy. You have to work for it every single day. The second thing that I learned is ask for help. We feel when we're struggling that we have asked for help, that we have asked others for help, and we haven't. Our brain tells us we have, but we haven't. And we have to be clear on that. We feel that everybody's abandoned us and that no one cares about us because our brain almost has these conversations inside that make us believe that we've had these conversations with others, and they don't realize how bad it is. Most people, I never did with my wife. My wife committed suicide. I talked to her days before her suicide, and never, ever did I realize it was as bad as what it was. Never did I have an inkling of an idea of, hey, I'm at the point that I'm going to kill myself because I feel that there is no other options left. I feel that it is never going to get any better. And I know in her head, because I've been there, that she felt that she has reached out to everybody and exhausted every single option. You have to remember that if you are at that point that you feel that nobody cares, that you've reached out to everybody, reach out again and be very clear. And let people know that, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm at the point that I feel that suicide's the only option. You have to be that clear about it. Number 3 is that bad days are okay. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to have bad days. And sometimes we feel it's not. And sometimes bad days can last and can follow each other and be consecutive. And that's okay. But what are we doing to work ourselves out of those bad days? Are we just dwelling it? Are we going to therapy? Are we taking our meds? Are we eating? Are we doing everything in our power that we can to fight through those bad days? Number 4 is that therapy is okay. It's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to get outside help. And a lot of times with therapy, it's just that sense of venting, of sharing, of validation, of being validated and then being able to move on. Being validated, having your feelings validated is one of the most healing feelings in the world. And so many of us blow therapy off and feel that we don't need therapy and that we can do it ourselves. You don't have to take it on. You don't have to take it on alone. And number 5 is, if you're on medication, it's okay to take your meds. It's okay to take your meds. They don't make you any different. Believe it or not, majority of everybody out there is on medication of some sort. Taking your meds are your tools. And I've always looked at my meds as, these are my tools. If I was a carpenter, I need a hammer. Well, this is my hammer of life. And this is what's going to get me through life. Adderall is one of my tools. And it doesn't make me any less of a person. It doesn't make me weak. What makes me strong is taking my meds, knowing that I need my meds to be the best person that I can possibly be in life. These are things that I had learned that I had forgotten when I'd gotten to that point of wanting to take my life. And it's a scary place. It's a dark place. But the best part is you can fight back from that, and you don't have to do it alone. Even though we tell ourselves nonstop in here that we have to do it alone, you don't have to do it alone. So stop, remind yourself that you are amazing, and just keep going forward, because what you're going through, it does get better, and I can promise you that. I've been there before.